Good morning, Best Day family. Today we're going to do a 25-minute body weight workout. We're going to call it posture flow or primal flow or flow of the gods or name it whatever you want. But either way, it's going to be a comprehensive total body workout. We're going to work everything from the toes to the cranium. Most importantly, we're going to work the muscle in between your ears, your brain, because it's going to challenge you to activate a lot more muscles than you would normally use on a daily basis, especially now that you're stuck in quarantine. So let's get started. We're going to go into a balance exercise, and then we're going to kind of flow, if you will, into our next exercise from there. And we're just going to kind of keep it going for about 25 minutes. We may take a break every once in a while, but for the most part, I want to keep muscles engaged for 25 minutes. It's going to be a great high-intensity workout where we're getting your heart rate up, getting all your body's muscles working all at once. It's going to be a great exercise routine you can integrate into your everyday activity. Maybe give about a day of rest in between these, but every other day, and then eventually do them every day. But right now, working our toes. We're going to just kind of go back and forth, just staying up on our toes. I want you to start bringing awareness to your core, to really engage your stomach muscles as if you were going to get punched, tickled. You're just going to brace down. Now, as you brace down, you don't want to lose the arch of your back. You don't want to get flat in your back. I don't want to see you pull your trunk forward like this. What that does is it kind of flattens your spine. All the muscles in your lower back can no longer do their job as well, so they're going to be stretched out and weak. Not in a good way stretch, but in like a vulnerable way. So we want to engage all the muscles in your core while keeping a nice neutral spine. You can see the skeleton behind you here. Neutral anatomical position. Everything's upright. Core is engaged. All right, from here, now we're going to squeeze our glute muscles. So I want you to engage your glutes. Imagine you're squeezing a quarter in between your butt cheeks, and that quarter is not going to drop this entire 25-minute workout. So it's going to feel funny. It's going to feel like, wow, these muscles are weak. They can't hold this contraction for more than 10 seconds. That's because every time you sit down or every time you don't think about engaging them, they are turning off. That is what your brain is really good at doing, is turning strong muscles off. That helps to save calories, which in nature, when you're hunting and gathering, keeps you alive longer. So engaging muscles consciously is one of the facets of what we do at Best Day and with the best method. So teaching you to consciously recruit your muscles throughout your whole workout is going to increase your caloric expenditure, get your heart rate up, and going to give you a better workout overall and keep some of those muscles getting more conditioned to work for a longer period of time. All right, so still up on my toes, my core is braced, my glutes are squeezed, and we're going to slowly start to come down a little bit lower into a calf raise squat. Just kind of start loading up all the muscles in the legs, the hips, the spine, keeping our glutes squeezed as much as possible while you're going down, while you're going up. Just kind of bringing some nice blood pumping into those muscles, getting the joints nice and lubricated and warm. Think of starting your car in the morning. You want to let them run. You want to let the car run before. On a cold morning, you want to let the car run a little bit, get all that oil nice and warm. Think of that happening in your joints. You want to warm up the synovial fluid in all your joints by just starting out nice and slow. This would be called a warm-up, if you will. A lot of people might do static stretches to warm up. That's kind of old science. It's probably going to cool you down, actually. So we can do our static stretching at another time, preferably after you're done with your workout. So right now we're warming up by getting all the blood pumping and all the muscles, warming up the synovial fluid and all the joints. Now we're going to add layers to these exercises. Again, our heels are up. We're going up and down in the squat, we're squeezing our glutes, keeping our core engaged. Now we're going to reach out with your right arm, rotate to the left side with your trunk. We're going to come back up. Next time, we're going to switch it over to the other side. And a nice rotation through the thoracic region. That would be your middle back. So we're going to rotate down. All right, as we're coming down, we're going to rotate to one side, switching sides each time. And again, we're going to start adding layers to these exercises. Now we're going to go back to both directions and then come up. And each time, let's start with the opposite side. So now I'm going to go left, right, all the way up. And again, my heels are still up. Oh, I need to go right, excuse me, left, and then right, and then all the way up. Now let's add another layer. Let's start warming up here. We're gonna go 4 times, or both sides twice. Right side, left, and back up. Oh, need to go left, right, left, right, all the way up. Let's crank it up a little bit. Let's go 6 times. Right, left, right, left. Oh yeah, one more. Right, and left. Good, all right, we're still up on our toes. Calves should be on fire now. Quads should be working. Glutes are still squeezing. I hope you are still squeezing them. Keep your core engaged. And as you can tell, I'm getting short of breath because now all my muscles are requiring blood and oxygen because they've been working harder. All right, so now what we're gonna do, we're going to come out into a wider stance, staying up on our toes. It's gonna be a lot of calves today, a lot of arch, a lot of ankles, a lot of lower legs. Now what I want you to do is we're going to tap your left hand to your right knee, a little cross patterning. This is what I use to teach people how to walk again after traumatic brain injuries. It's a natural movement pattern that we learn when we start walking as toddlers. So we're gonna lift, lift, but I want the wider stance so you're having to kind of shift your body weight over. Keep bring the chin up, the chest up, squeezing your glutes the whole time. And we're wide stance. So bring my right hand to my left knee, left hand to right knee. Now our hip flexors are very, very tight, pretty much for every modern human that sits more than an hour a day. So a lot of times people overly stretch these muscles because if they're working out, their trainer, yoga instructor says, oh, your hip flexors are tight, you need to stretch them out. And that's great, we do need to stretch them out. But guess what? Just because they're tight doesn't make them strong. So we want to engage them as much as possible and make them stronger. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add a little variety to our hip flexion. What I want you to do is going to be a little more balance intense. We're going to tap, kick, woo, balance. And again, same thing, we're adding layers to this. We're going to bring it up, tap, kick, balance. Tap, kick, balance. Good. So the whole time, we're kind of holding our balance up on that opposite leg, that weight-bearing leg. So this should be very challenging on that back leg that's holding you up. Again, keep your core engaged, your butt is squeezed. Ooh, get a little hop there to balance. All right, keep your chin up. If you're losing your balance, focus on a point on the horizon. Keep your eyes there, that'll help stabilize your equilibrium. If your calves are getting tired, you can put your heels down, take a little break every once in a while. And if you're just starting to do barefoot training, probably need to come down off your heels or off your toes for a second. And every once in a while, just give those muscles in your ankles a little bit of a break. I've been doing this for about 10 years now, so my ankles are probably a little bit more conditioned than most people that wear shoes. So just be wary that these muscles are not gonna fail and you fall over. So listen to the muscles, listen to their fatigue state, rather be safe. All right, so now what we're gonna do, we're gonna come down. I'm gonna lower my heels. I'm gonna sit down a little wider into a squat. Just kind of get some deeper movements in my knees. Now the wide position with a squat, make sure your knees and toes are always pointing the same direction. So if you want to go straight ahead, if that's more comfortable for your knees, or if you want to go a little wider, that's comfortable. Just whatever position you're comfortable with that you can feel everything smoothly operating through the knees. Okay, clicking, popping, buckling of the knees, be wary of that. Also, keep your core strong, squeeze your butt, maintain that neutral curve in your spine by lifting your breastplate up. Again, this is posture, posture, posture. Everything we do is focusing on correcting posture, because the stronger and better posture you have, the less risk of injury that you're going to have when you're performing any kind of activity or high-level sports or any high-level exercises. Having good posture is going to allow you to maintain all the muscles around your spine and hips, and allow them to maintain stability and keep you nice and supported while you're doing more challenging activities and exercises. All right, so from here, we're gonna get a little upper body into the mix. We're gonna pause at the bottom. We're gonna bring your arms up. We're going to swing your arms back one at a time while maintaining the squat. This is upper body, but I guarantee those legs are catching on fire now. Arms up, chest up. Try to get the arms back behind the ears. Really work the shoulders. And your legs should be catching on fire. So at this point, we're going to shift into your hands. Take a little weight off your feet and legs. Put a little weight into your arms and shoulders. And then we're going to walk your feet back a little bit. We're going to stay up on the toes. We're going to bend the knees. It's kind of like a, we usually call this a bear crawl position when you're playing football and rugby. So getting in this position, keep your arch in the back, stomach nice and tight. So we're just going to hold most of your weights on your hands, get the shoulders nice and warm. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to start adding some variety to this too. What I want you to do here is we're going to bring your right foot, your right foot to the outside of the right hand, and then bring it back. And then left foot, and then bring it back. This is your base position here. Always coming back to this. Right foot forward, right foot back. Right foot forward, right foot back. Again, shift the weight into the arms. The arms are getting tired, you just shift back into the legs. But again, maintain that flat, neutral spine. Forward, back, forward, back. Let's go 4 more. 4, 3. It's great for hip mobility. 2, core, and all the muscles in your back. Good, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna walk the feet back, get a nice active stretch to the front of the body. Gotta come up into an up dog yoga position. Again, keeping all the weight to the hands equally. Watch your shift, make sure you're not too far to your right or too far to your left. Right down the center. Keeping your hips neutral. We don't want to drop your hips too low. I want you to bring your hips up to a neutral position, like a push-up position. We did do down dog earlier, up dog here, but then I'm having you shift back to that neutral here. Good, so now from here, what I'm gonna do is gonna walk my right foot into the middle of my hands. And then I'm gonna keep that back leg straight. I'm gonna load up the front leg. I'm gonna bring the arms up. Then I'm gonna bring your hands back down. Place the hands around the outside of the foot. Get back to our neutral position. We're going to bend the elbows 5 times. So the elbows are coming to your side. Working the triceps and chest, pectoralis. And keep your core engaged and your butt squeezed to get even more muscles working. Now from here, we're going to go left leg forward. A little tighter on this side. You may notice some tightness differences. Back leg straight. I'm going to bring the trunk up. And then back down. In the 5 more close grip push-ups. Elbows coming to the side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to bring your right foot forward again. Back leg straight, so straight leg lunge position. This time, what I want you to do is I want you to put your left hand on the ground. We're going to reach your right arm up. Keep your right knee straight. Now I have a right shoulder surgery 8 months ago, so I'm a little tighter here. So you may be able to get a little further around. And you'll notice that when I go to the other side. I'm going to put the hand down, slide my right foot back, left foot forward, put weight on my right arm, open up the left. Okay, we're going to cycle through this about 6 times. So hands down, feet back, right foot forward, weight in the left hand, open up the right side. And then back down. Hold each position for about a second or 2. You may notice it gets a little bit easier on the mobility component as you do more of them, as you're loosening up, as your brain's getting comfortable with the movement. And when you do hold it for a second or 2 at the end, it's going to make muscles work for a longer period of time. We're going to do 2 more. Lifting your chest up, core strong, butt squeezed. And last one. Now I'm going to walk back to a push-up position. We're going to bring the feet to a deep squat position to come out of this. Right foot goes to the outside of the right hand, and same with the left foot. Now we're going to take some weight off the arms, sit to a little squat. Now because I haven't worked my calves in a few minutes, what I want you to do now is lift the heels up. Bring your chin, chest up. We get a little trunk rotation, get some core working. I want to do some faster rotations while maintaining this anchored down base position of calf raised squat position. We're going to rotate kind of like we did earlier, but a little bit faster. As you're going faster, the legs are anchoring down. Try not to let the knees buckle in. Just kind of moving back and forth. If you want to go here faster, again, anchoring the feet down. This is great for ankle stability, knee stability, and same with hips. Now we're going to get a little lower and then back up all the way to standing position. Still rotating through the trunk, reaching forward, pinching your shoulder blade back with the opposite arm. Kind of like a little shadow boxing. Then I'm going to come down low, back into the squat while maintaining the upper body rotation. I'm sure you can hear me breathing a little heavier now. This is definitely a little more intense. So I'm just going to go until I see the timer pop up and say that we have 1 minute left. And I have no idea when that will be, so I'm just going to keep moving. I think maybe we've gone about 12 minutes, 15 minutes, somewhere around in there. And again, you can always feel free to pause, take a little breather, and then hit the start button again. If you're losing form, losing stability, then feel free to take a break. Don't push through it. That's the good thing about going along with the video when you're not in class, is you can go at your own pace. You can push yourself, but be safe about it. So taking that competitive nature out of it sometimes is a good thing. A lot of times I see that when I'm in a class, I like to try to keep up with everyone, even though I'm not ready for it. Sometimes, for my first spin class ever, it was like an hour, like intense class. There was a bunch of girls in the class, so yeah, I was trying to keep up with all of them. Couldn't walk for 2 weeks after that. That was probably not the smartest thing I could do. So just always listen to your body. Want to push through it a little bit, but still listen. All right, I'm getting low. All right, now we're going to rest your arms here, heels up. Sit in the squat position. Now from here, we're going to get a little more intense. I'm going to tap legs. I'm going to tap my right leg out and back in. Alternate. I'm not putting a lot of weight through my elbows, just kind of resting a little bit. And keep my, you can kind of use your elbows to push your chest up a little bit. Work on your posture. Woo, this is a burner. Whew. I'm talking less and less as this goes on. Keep your chest up, engage your core, squeeze your butt, and let's bring your feet and knees close together. Heels still up. Whoop, lost my mic. All right, getting a little winded here. I'm sure you guys are too. If you're not, awesome. You need to do 2 of these sessions. All right, so now what do? We're gonna lower my heels. We're gonna go into a little balance exercise. I like this because it allows you to work one leg as a weight-bearing leg. The other leg's gonna work on some mobility. So what we're gonna do here, we're gonna put all your weight on your left leg. We're gonna kick your right leg out to the side. Now, as the right leg goes out, I want the trunk to lean the opposite way. So if I go in, my trunk comes up. If I go out, my trunk goes down, almost like you're pivoting right through the midsection. What you're actually doing is pivoting on your left hip, and your pelvis and your trunk are kind of going away from the opposite leg. So this is a good weight-bearing hip mobility exercise. You're kind of abducting the left leg by bringing your pelvis away from it. And then you're abducting the right leg by bringing the hip away from the rest of the body. So what we're going to do here, we're going to hold. Keep your core engaged, chest up. Now I'm focusing straight ahead on a point on the horizon. Help me balance. My calves, my arches, my toe muscles, my ankles are all on fire now. That's a good thing. We're going to hold this for 10 more seconds. Lift your breastplate up. You want to challenge yourself and bring your arms out to the side. 5, 4, 3, 2, and I'm going to shift over to the right side. No rest. Well, at least I'm resting my left leg. And I'm going over to the right leg. Again, core engaged, butt squeezed. The core recruiting as if you're bracing for a punch. And the glute squeezing is only going to make your balance better, and you're going to engage more muscles, therefore increasing your caloric expenditure. So the more you're squeezing your butt throughout the day, the more you're bracing your core, the more you can have that glass of wine tonight and not feel quite so guilty. All right, holding this for a few more seconds. And if you want to bring your arms out, it's a challenge. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and I'm going to load back up. Should feel the hell through here, ankles, and pretty much everything in between. All right. All right, so now what we're going to do, we're going to continue with the balance exercises. We're going to go back over to the left leg, which you'll bring your right knee up, balancing on your left. From here, we're going to take your left hand, bring it to the outside of the right knee. You take your right hand, bring it to the outside of your left hip. Now from here, we're going to push in with this hand, and you're going to push in with this hand, like you're trying to squeeze through your knee and through your hip by really squeezing your shoulder blades together. We're going to really isometrically contract this position so all the muscles are trying to push hard into where your hands are placed. Your chest is up, your core is strong, your butt squeezed. We're just going to really work our arms. It's a great shoulder mobility exercise, and also working the strength of all your shoulder and forearm muscles. So you don't need equipment, you can just use yourself. And the harder you push, the harder it'll be. So choose your own adventure. Periodically, just push even harder for a few seconds. The muscles will kind of relax a little bit, and then you got to consciously recruit them again. Your subconscious is constantly saying, oh, why are you doing this? This is wasting calories. So you're consciously saying, oh, don't worry, I'm going to eat later, I promise. I want to burn these calories. All right, 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and come on down. Whew. Shake out those arms, shake out those legs. I'm going to shift over to the right side. I'm going to bring the left knee up. I'm going to bring the right hand to the outside left knee. And again, I'm not pulling my knee across. My knee stays neutral, stays straight out. It's almost pushing out against my hand, so we're working on these muscles as well. I'm going to take my left hand, put it to the outside of my right hip. Plant your toes in, soften your right knee for a little bit more quad activation. Squeeze your glutes, and then pull everything together towards the midline of your body. Keep your chin, chest up, brace your core, squeeze your butt. And you may notice differences in your tightnesses in your shoulders, or maybe a little bit of weakness in some of your forearm muscles from left to right. Generally speaking, your forearms are going to be a little stronger on your right side if you're right-handed. Generally speaking, unless you've got a major injury. And we're just pushing in nice and tight, planting your toes into the ground, soft right knee. Tighten your core, squeezing your glutes, chin and chest up. Let's hold for 10 more seconds. Engaging everything. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and shake it out. All right. What I want you to do now, we just ended on our right leg, so we're going to stand back on your left leg. Now what I want you to do is I want you to take your ankle. I want you to kind of pull up on your leg, and I want you to let the weight of the leg fall. So this is going to be a hip mobility exercise on the right. And the cool thing is you're kind of pulling with your arm to keep your arm engaged, keep your chest lifted, keep your core strong. Good. Now we're going to bring your right arm up high as you can. And then you're going to love me after this. We do 10 calf raises on your left leg. Okay? It's going to be very balance intense. Keep the right arm back as far as you can so you're really actively recruiting all the muscles of the shoulder blades. 10, 9, 8. Pulling up with your left hand. 7. Getting that right arm back as far as you can. Core strong. Tightening the midsection will help you balance. 5, 4, 3, 2, And last one. Ooh. And because I'm having to stabilize all the way up the chain, my ankles have to work a lot. Think of the foundation of a skyscraper has to be stronger as the building is taller. So when you raise your arm up, you're adding force to the skyscraper. Oh, I just got my notification that 25 minutes is up. So we're gonna just finish with this exercise, and then we'll do a little cool down, and then we'll call it a day. All right, so left arm up, and we're gonna pull up with your right arm, chest up, shoulders back, chin up, and we're gonna do some calf raises. Ooh. Core strong, glute squeeze. Let's go 6 more. Get that left arm back as far as you can, really opening up the chest. Ooh, bounce in. And 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. All right, shake it out. All right, so that was about 25.5 minutes. If you made it all the way through with me, congratulations, that's awesome. If you didn't, congratulations, that's awesome. It doesn't matter how far you made it, just as long as you did it. And you can use this same exercise program next week after doing a few other sessions in between now and then. And notice how it's gotten stronger and it's gotten easier. So feel free to play this a couple times a week and give me some feedback down below in the comments section. If you have any questions about anything that bothered you or if you need any more advice, make sure to subscribe to our channel as I'll be posting new content as much as possible. And feel free to hit us up at bestdayfitness.com where you can book a one-on-one virtual training session or sign up for one of our cool group classes. Thank you guys. Have your best day ever. Peace.